My name is Seth,
And I'm Alex.
and we're here to present Seat. Now, you're probably curious, what is Seat? You saw the first submission. What are we doing? What is the problem? The problem that me and Alex noticed is that in the sports concessions, we were at a game. It was about 8 months back. We were watching the Cardinals. It was driving down to quarter four. Now, we noticed an issue when we were both so into the game, so into it, right? We were cheering that we got hungry and we had to go up and get our hot dogs, as well as getting a drink, a soda. We're thirsty. What we noticed in the time frame of me getting up from my seat, going to that concession line and sitting back down in my seat was 20 minutes. Now, what I noticed in this time was that in that time frame, I missed a touchdown. Not only a touchdown, we live in Arizona, so that's the problem. You guys can understand. What we thought is, how can we improve the fan experience, tap into a new market, but make it easy to integrate? And what we found was,
Well, we found our proposition. We want to develop an app that lets fans and event goers get food delivered directly to their seats with a tap of a button.
Now, from an app standpoint, Seat, never missing a moment, is something that me and Alex hold very true to our hearts. Being the consumers that we are, you simply swipe right. Where are you sitting today? Now, this is a great point in simply showing where we need to deliver that food. The section, the row, and the seats obviously is that congruent point on where we're delivering the food. When you scroll to that next slide, though, is that you're going to see within the app, it's Hello Alex. Our whole goal is to personalize everything around that said consumer. So we're going to have obviously retired, different choices in the past, but also some of the gridiron burger challenges or the foot-long D-backs at the D-backs games, just because we aren't going for just our pockets. We're going to make everybody money. If you go down to the My Seat is the most important. We're looking to take care of every consumer by customizing it to them and then giving them those set options throughout the search tabs. Those are going to be the first ones to pop up. Now, scrolling right is that you're going to see your order being processed. Now, we saw a massive problem in the other apps. They weren't being straightforward on when it's going to be delivered, when it's being placed, and obviously who's taking it to you. With Seat, that will never be a worry. You'll see when that order is placed. You'll see the green check mark. Next, you'll see when one of our employees is in that line taking that order. And the very next one is going to be when it is on the way simply to that section and that seat that you put into the app earlier. Now, after that food's been delivered to the seat, we're going to give a full breakdown. Transparency is the number one goal when it comes to the consumer. So we're going to give you a breakdown showing how much each item costs, as well as our convenience fee that we charge at the very end, ranging between $3 and $7 depending on that said order. Now, at this point, most people are wondering, what is the market validation? It's a great question. Alex?
Well, Seth and I did a ton of research and we found out that there is a lot of demand for a product like this with no one there to fulfill it. We took a look at the number of fans that attended an NFL game through week 17 of the regular season, and we found out that it's about 17 million fans. And the number of fans that attended an MLB game throughout the 2019 season was about 68.5 million. Now, when you add up the revenues generated by just concessions in just these two sports, it comes to about $770 million. Well, we talked to the CFO of the Arizona Cardinals, Greg Lee, and he told us that in all actuality, those numbers are extremely conservative, meaning that the reality of that $770 million in just concessions is likely much greater. Seth and I did a little bit of a competition cross-sectional analysis using the easiness to integrate as the variable, and we found out that Seat, in comparison to SeatServe and FanFood, was much easier to integrate. The issue with SeatServe and FanFood is that they want to take their software and their systems and put it in the POS systems into each and every single vendor inside the venue. So that means that you have to train new employees, you have to be able to multitask, you have to be able to take care of a line while having orders to go. It creates a giant hassle for the venue to implement, and that's why it's not really easy or feasible at this moment. The uniqueness and what makes Seat so special is that you can put it into any venue and have it work without a hitch. All you have to have is the employees wandering the concourse, waiting in line, taking other fans out of line, and making the whole process easier as a whole. So, our vision is to make Seat the most successful stadium delivery service in the world and completely change the stadium experience as we know it. All we need is a little bit of mentorship, a little bit of capital, resources, and development to take this concept, this idea, and make it happen. We know that we can do this.